everyone, and a very warm welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing okay wherever you are, and I hope you're having a good day so far, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Anyway, in today's quick energy check-in, I'm getting the energy of somebody who is very in and out. But it's almost an energy of, does this person just want you for one thing, whatever that one thing might be, whether it's money, sex, somewhere to live, or are they just emotionally avoidant? And I've also got the energy again, very strongly, of a strong female influence in all of this. So I'm going to look into that in a bit more detail as I go through the reading. Okay, before we start though, if you would like a really in-depth personal read, which my clients have said they get a lot of help from, just go into the description box and the link to the website is in there. And I've also got a free relationship report, which I think you'll find interesting, so go check that out as well. Righty-ho, like I said, I've got the energy of somebody who, are they just using you? Because they can, or are they just actually emotionally avoidant? And by that I mean, is it somebody who really does love you, but as soon as things start getting a bit heavy, or as soon as you get a problem, they disappear? Because the energy I'm picking up on today, again, is quite specific, it usually is that the person's energy, they disappear because I'm feeling they probably are just more emotionally avoidant, but they've also got, this is my pre-spread, my Lenormand, they've also got a very strong female influence in their life who is always in the background. This person, whoever it is always in the background, causing stress, causing anxiety, almost like this person eats away at your relationship, and it's kind of as if you just get yourself stable and starting to feel secure, and then it's all in and out again. It's just absolutely in and out. And I think I'm going to clarify with my tarot, but I'm feeling just with this pre-spread that the person you're dealing with is probably more emotionally avoidant. And I think that goes back to the childhood, and back also the fact that there is a very powerful the female influence or parental influence. Now, whether the parents are still physically influencing your person, or whether in the past your person's childhood, or however, whatever happened in their childhood, whether this is still affecting them, because we all grow up with a relationship attachment style. And I think your person has a couple of things going on here. I think they have a fear of being abandoned, a deep down fear of being abandoned. So as soon as the going gets tough, they're off. And for some of you, they are very, very much, well, I suppose the word is really ruled by either a female figure or parental figures. And for some of them, they don't actually have enough control over their own personal finances, which I feel has caused quite a bit of stress in your relationship. There is definitely somebody who does a lot of interfering, and like I said, it can be around finances. So we're just going to use my tarot now and see what else I can get. What their feelings are for you at the moment. I just feel they're being really bossed around at the moment. They're just being really bossed. It's like they're too scared for some of you to even admit that you're right and whoever else they're dealing with is wrong. Yeah, someone has got Four of Pentacles, that's what I'm getting. Someone in today's energy has got a lot of control. over somebody. Somebody won't let go. It's almost like someone, and so this could be any energy, but you know that saying where they say, oh, you need to cut the apron strings. Somebody hasn't done that. Somebody hasn't done that. And if it's finances that have been a problem, this is what I've got here as well, that somebody has got control or too much interest in somebody else's money, which causes a lot of problems, and they're just holding on. They're just holding on. Somebody's holding on and really telling your person what to do. Very possessive energy, and they've always got to be right. They've always got to be right. Very stubborn. Let me just see what else we've got, please. Yeah, for some of you, you're not actually talking at all. I think for some of you, you've just got sick of it all. You know, you're doing your own healing, which is, you know, what you should be doing. I mean, if your person isn't willing to let go of the energy they're connected into, you know, you have control over your own lives, and it's really important that you take your own power back. You know, you put your boundaries up and you almost put a frame around you and say, no, this is what I'm willing to live with and this is what I'm not willing to live with. But for some of you, yeah, you've just had enough. And for some of you, this isn't the first time the communication has been like this. Very, very stagnant energy I've got here. Very stagnant, like there's just a complete standoff. And I think I'm just getting that you've just had enough of playing small. You've just had enough of playing small. You've had enough of playing second fiddle to whoever this other person is. You're just sick of it. You're saying, no, I'm not going to play these games anymore. You know, this is who I am. I'm not going to apologise. And you either take me as I am, or you can just go run off. What else have we got, please? Yeah, you're healing. You're healing. You're really starting to love yourself. You're putting some boundaries up now. This person, whether it's your person or this other energy, they've really pushed all your buttons. I mean, they've just been emotionally manipulating you. I also feel the female energy is passive aggressive. That they don't come outright and have an argument with you. You know, I think you'd feel better if whoever this is, they would just say, you know, a face-to-face discussion, let's just sort this, but they don't. They don't. They do it behind your back. They do it behind your back, or they'll have little digs. Almost little digs, constantly putting you down. Bit of a metaphor example, you know, you cook a nice supper or something, and this person always has to say, just make a little criticism about it and how much better theirs are, especially if it's a parental figure. You know, nothing you seem to be able to do is good enough. Let's see what else we've got, please. Yeah, for some of you, you've got other options coming in, or you've got other options now, but you're seriously considering your options at the moment. I think you've just had enough, really. You've had enough of being manipulated. You know, you've had enough of building a stable and constant and loving environment just to have somebody else trash it. And the worst thing is, I feel, is that your person just didn't stand up for you. They just didn't stand up for you. They procrastinated. I feel due to their past, your person's past, they were easily confused. They would just literally look at something else that was easier. Or they'd just give in to this powerful person they've got in their environment. And they just procrastinate. You know, they just be in and out, in and out. They might say to you, I'm getting they'd say to you, yes, I agree with you. But then in the next breath, they're back with this energy. They're back with this energy. Okay, what else have we got, please, on this? Yeah, competition. Is this like, there's just too many cooks spoiling the broth here. Everybody's got a different opinion. There's too many people involved, which are causing people to bounce around and look at other options when all you really want is some constant routine and some stability. It also speaks of, with your person, a great deal of internal struggle. I'm just feeling internally, I don't think that really they just want you for one thing. I think they do love you, but internally they're always battling with themselves because they can't make a decision. It's as if they're going back, they'll go back to, where it's all stable and comfortable, but then they get caught up in this fray of competition. You were always fighting for their affection. You were always fighting for their affection. What else have we got, please, Spirit? Yeah, for some of you've got a new beginning coming in. You have a new beginning. You have a new beginning. As I said earlier, you just feel like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. This is my time now. I've been healing. I was left in a complete emotional mess, on the floor, hardly breathing. And you can just go stuff off because I'm doing this now. I'm doing this now. Energy-wise on here, I've got a lot of air energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Also Cancerian. Let's see what else is going on in this energy, please. I am in towards the end of this, I'm just going to see what the thoughts and feelings of I can't speak, are of you right now. That's what I'm trying to say, right now. Your person does, though, I was going to say this, that your person does behave very immaturely when it comes to a parental figure or somebody in authority. It's almost like they revert from being an adult to some sort of child that, who listens to orders, or a child who, isn't allowed to do this without somebody's permission. And I think you're just sick and tired of this, actually. I'm sick and tired of it, that's what I'm getting. It's almost like I'm being told to tell you that, they need to grow up. They need to grow up, they're just reckless. Yeah, family, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is really tied to some family thing. Could even be for some of you, family business. There could be problems within someone's family, sibling fallout. There could be money problems, there could be property problems, investments, wills. But it's definitely to do with family. It's almost like whoever this family is, they've done it this way for forever, like 60 million centuries, and that's how it's going to be. And it's like you came in and you were a breath of fresh air, but you were almost suffocated. You were supposed to conform to whoever this energy's way of doing things, and you won't do it anymore. You won't do it anymore. You're not going to take the crumbs. You're not going to keep fighting. Whoever it is, they just keep listening to other people. Family. Family, family, family. They are afraid that they will be, I would say, disowned or disinherited, or maybe they will be disowned and disinherited, but they're afraid that if they go against something, whatever that something is, that they will be pushed out of the little fold. So no, I don't think they just want you for one thing, but their emotional maturity is pretty low. It's pretty low. They allow themselves to be controlled. They allow themselves to be controlled. Let's see what else we've got, please. Yeah. There is a meddling person. Female again. Could be male though. It is a queen, but it can be male energy. It's just somebody really who's the right biatch. And, you know, they think they're right, they meddle, they interfere, they gossip. Usually it can be somebody who's had, you know, this person could have had a divorce in their life, or they could have been widowed, or they could have had a loss in their life that they haven't got over and that's made them bitter. You know, this could be a mother figure, a bitter mother figure, a bitter sister, a bitter female, or it could be male energy. But it's usually someone who, you know, just shoots from the hip. They don't have much emotion left. And their way of dealing with their life, because of the losses and, you know, the upsets they've had, is at times to make everybody else pretty miserable. Basically, in a nutshell. Let's see what else we've got, please. But definitely problems. Definitely, you know, that's what I was going, this family. Say my bear card, that is a mother or parents, and then Ten of Pentacles is the family, but it's a lot to do with how a family has been raised, what their traditions were, you know, how you do things, what their values are. And it's as if your person is still stuck like they're 5 years old. Like you're 5 years old, really. And I think you've had enough of trying to keep this relationship going at times. I know I can feel the love still there, and I can feel before I do it, and I'm going to check their feelings today, but I can feel their love for you. I can feel this person's love for you. But I think you're sick and tired of trying to keep this relationship going, because it's on, it's off, it's on, it's off. And there's somebody else, you know, this energy of someone else clinging onto it, possessive, control. And you just feel suffocated. I think you feel trapped. I think you're just sick and tired of being controlled, and, you know, you're doing a lot of healing, which is what you should be doing. You know, you should never let anyone else have control of your life. Doesn't matter how much you love someone. You know, you're the prize. You're the thing that they should be, you know, you're the one that needs to be on the pedestal. You know, it's your birthright. And I think you've just really had enough. You've had enough. Let's see what else we've got, please. And then I'm going to see what their thoughts and feelings are today. Yeah. I do think your person loves you. I just think they're very wishy-washy. They're very wishy-washy. I think they mean well. I do think they mean well, but they're a bit dreamy. A bit of an escapist. For some, they could like a drink, or they use other things to escape the reality of what's happening to them. I think for some of them, they do that just to escape the reality of being controlled by these other people. And this can be a person who love bombs as well, but they don't really follow it up with a lot of anything else. Let's see what else we've got. One more, then we're going to thoughts and feelings. Yeah, the Hangman. You know, this person knows they need to make a sacrifice. You know, they need to get a different perspective on things. For some of you, you haven't had any closure at all. They've just left you, you know, swinging, basically. They've caused a lot of confusion. And I feel they know they need to make a sacrifice. They need to make a sacrifice, and they need to leave something behind. But they're just not doing it at the moment. They're not doing it at the moment. They love you. But, you know, there's just so much confusion until they actually make a decision. But I think they're frightened too, because this person's got them by the short and curlies, whoever this is. You know, the bear as well, the mother figure. And until they actually start making some decisions and you know, standing up for themselves, really. They need to stand up for themselves. But I think it's almost, it's a childhood pattern here. So yes, I do feel they love you, but it's almost like they're codependent on someone else. I'm almost getting like they're codependent on someone else. I'm going to see what they're feeling feeling, and then when I've done that, I'm going to just have a look at advice for you. Advice for you at the moment, in the midst of all of this. Like I say, I'm going to get some advice today, because whoever this is for, the general, it's just not shifting at the moment. It's just not shifting. You know, your person could have a tendency to play the martyr, or the energy of this powerful person's playing the martyr. You know, well, you've always done this for me, you've always helped me out, or you've always blah, 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 blah. But they're just playing the martyr. Someone's playing the martyr here. So, feelings for you today. Yeah, someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. Yeah, they're emotionally avoidant. They do love you. I could feel that. I could feel that love. They're just not strong enough for whatever reason. You know, whatever reason. We all have an attachment style. Some people have a secure attachment style. Some have an anxious attachment style. Some have emotionally avoidant attachment style. I think they are emotionally avoidant. But also, someone I think probably has a fear of abandonment here. But they have deeper feelings and they're letting on. Yeah, I think this is a message for you. This is a nice message. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there always is a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through the turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. I think for you, the energy is that you are starting to realise that this isn't good enough and that you're worth more than this. You know, if people continually cause you anxiety and you're living on high alert all the time, it's not good. And I think you're realising this, but it is very difficult to break that cycle, because when you love somebody, you have the etheric cords and you're all connected in, and then you've got the trauma bonds, and it is very, very difficult. But I do feel there's an energy that you are shifting. You are shifting. Yeah, for some of you, it was a very passionate, very strong relationship, and you're just feeling such an emotional loss at the moment, because this person just isn't making any sacrifices. They're just not making any sacrifices, but you can still feel them. Yeah, balance. It's saying really, this relationship was unbalanced, and I think you're realising that, and you're healing, and you're putting yourself first. And, that relationships, there has to be a balance. You can't love somebody better. If they've got their own issues, it's nothing, if somebody leaves you and they go, it's not your fault, it's them. There's nothing more you can do. You're perfect just the way you are. You're perfect just the way you are. And it's not about agreeing almost just for the sake of it. It's about finding yourself. And there has to be that balance. And I always say that one of the most powerful ways to find out, what someone's really feeling is to say no to something. Start putting boundaries up, and see what happens there. Let's just get some advice, please. Yeah, temperance. Keep working on yourself. That's a card of healing. It's a card of forgiving. It's a card of moving on. But it's a beautiful card because it means that you are healing. It might not feel like it. And I know it's a long, hard journey. It is a long, hard journey. But you are healing. And for those of you who don't want to ever go back into a relationship with your past person, this is saying that yes, you are healing and you will move on. And in time, you will forgive, but the thing is you have to forgive yourself. You know, like I said, there's nothing else for some of you could have done. There's nothing else you can do if you want peace of mind. Okay, let's have another advice, please. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. For some of you, the wheel's turning. This is good luck coming in. For some of you, there is some good luck coming in. Things are going to get better. Things are going to get better for you. Things are going to start working out your way. Things are going to get moving. With regards to a relationship, it usually means, I always see this as either a relationship that's meant to be, you're meant to meet this person. You were meant to meet them. Now, it doesn't always mean it lasts. Sometimes it's just lesson learned. And it can also mean, very strongly for me, a very up and down, in and out relationship. Advice, please. The Lovers. So, for some, you're going to meet somebody new. For some, you are going to meet somebody new. I think you're healing, and I think for some of you, you are getting ready to bring another person into your energy. For some of you, this is your person, they still love you. You know, they know they've got a choice to make. They still love you, but they have to make a choice. They have to make, the love is there, but they have to make a choice. And currently, at the moment, they're not making it. They know they need to make it. They know that you won't put up with whatever this power struggle is going on over here, because this is what you want. This is what you want. And they know that. They know that, and they do love you. Let's just have one more for advice, please. Yeah, the Chariot. Put yourself first. This is, I think the Chariot is all about, it's a very singular card. It can be Cancerian. So I've got Gemini and Sagittarius very strong on here as well. But, you know, don't put this person on a pedestal. You know, the Chariot is victory for you. Keep on moving. Keep doing what you're doing. Because you are going to be victorious. You are going to win whatever it is you want to win. But don't always put this person on a pedestal. You know, put yourself first. Put yourself first. Because that really, I think, is the energy of today. I really do. I'll just get a couple of feelings cards before we wrap this up today. I hope it's helped some of you. And thanks so much for all your likes, subscribes, comments. I read them all. Like I said earlier, if you do want a personal in-depth read, just click into the description box below. A lot of clients say it really helps them. They are very in-depth, my readings. Let's have two more. So many things remind me of you. I did just see a hide behind material things. Money. I want you. Yeah, they want you, but unfortunately at the moment they've got to make a sacrifice. They've got to choose. Lovers is about choice as well. They have got to make a choice. So, okay, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and always remember, self-love, you come first, you're the prize. Okay, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.